Hey Chanakyans of grade 7, I'm Priyanka. Welcome back to the video session. In this video, we are going to revise the lessons which you learned so far. So, in geography, you learned 5 chapters, isn't it? You learned 5 chapters. They are environment, inside or earth, or changing earth, air and water, isn't it? Yes. Before start a revision session, let me tell you something clearly. The question answers and the short answers on the 1 marks which is discussed in in this video or extra. Okay, it is not in your book bag, so you have to learn your book bag as well as the questions which is given in this video. So kindly make use of it and make a note of it. Okay, shall we move on to the lesson? Yes, so let's start with our first chapter, that is environment. Under this chapter, you learnt about components of the environment. What are the components? Natural environment, human made environment, human environment, and then you learnt about atmosphere and ecosystem. So, when you learn this lesson, you have to remember certain points. They are: ecosystem is formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other, isn't it? Yes, ecosystem is formed by the interaction of living organisms. Okay, on 5th June, World Environment Day is celebrated. When are we celebrating World Environment Day? That is on 5th June. Next, what is barter system? Do you remember what is barter system? Yes, barter system is a trade in which goods and exchanges exchanged without the use of money. So in the barter system, what is barter system? The goods were exchanged without the use of money. The atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force holds the atmosphere around the earth. They holds the atmosphere around the earth. Environment is the combination of a natural and human made phenomena. Okay, it is the combination of natural as well as the human made phenomena. Environment is all basic life support, so we need to support the life, we need environment. Okay, lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. The domain of water is referred hydrosphere. Okay, biotic consists of living organism while abiotic consists of non-living elements. Next, let's see the mind map of this lesson. In this chapter, environment, you learnt about environment. Under environment, you learnt about biotic elements and abiotic elements. Human environment. So, under human environment, what did you learn? That is human made environment. Natural environment. Under natural environment, 4 things you learned, those are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Then you learnt about ecosystem. Ecosystem means under this topic you learnt major ecosystem of the world. Some glossary words also you learned, that is environment. What is environment? All natural and man-made things which are present around us or termed as environment. Is it clear? Yes. Next, let's move on to very short answers. The first one, dash consists of living organism, example plant and animals. The answer, biotic. Dash consists of non-living elements, example land, etc. The answer, abiotic. Name the component which holds the atmosphere on the earth. That is the answer, lithosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. The narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other to support life is called biosphere. Okay, on dash every year World Environment Day is celebrated. When are we celebrating World Environment Day? That is on 5th of June. Next, the domain of water is referred to as dash. The answer is hydrosphere, which is a basic life support system. The answer is environment. Name the thin layer of air that surround the earth. The answer atmosphere. What do plant and animal kingdom make together? That is biosphere. All plants and human beings to are dash to each other. That is interdependent. Next, let's see the short answers. Define natural environment and what are its domains. The answer, all the objects created by nature comprise of natural environment. It includes both biotic as well as the abiotic condition existing on earth, which means the lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere or the domain of natural environment. What is hydrosphere? Name its different component. They are, the hydrosphere is water found on or under or over the surface of a plane on earth. Okay, the different components are lake, river, ocean, etc. Which gas plants use to make their food? So plants will use the gas. Green plants are use carbon dioxide to make their food. The green plants use carbon dioxide to make their food and release oxygen. Okay, and the vice versa, which means human or animals releases carbon dioxide and they intake the oxygen. Okay, what is the significance of oxygen in air? The answer, the oxygen is the second most plentiful gas in the air. Humans and animals take oxygen from the air. From where they'll take oxygen? From air. Green plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. Next, let's see the other question. What is hydrosphere? What is hydrosphere? The answer, water covers a big area of the earth's surface and this area is called hydrosphere. Okay, it comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like river, lake, sea, ocean, pond, so on. Is air element or compound? The answer, air is neither an element nor a compound. It is a complex mixture of gases and there are also a number of non-gaseous gaseous substance present in it. So it has n number of gaseous substance present in it. Define environment. The answer, whatever we see in our surrounding, that is environment. Whatever we are seeing around yourself is called environment. Environment is our basic life support system. It is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe and water we drink, the food we eat and the land where we live. Okay, which gas is found in lesser quantities in atmosphere? The answer, carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, argon and hydrogen are found in lesser quantities. Okay, next let's see inside or earth. So under this chapter, what all the topics you learned? Interior of the earth. In interior of the, what is the interior of the earth? They are crust, mantle, core, then rock and minerals. So what under rock and minerals you learned about sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock and igneous rock. Next, let's see the points to remember. The first, crust is the uppermost layer of the earth and it is the thinnest among other layers. Okay, mantle is the second layer of the earth. It extends up to 2,900 kilometers. Okay, core is the innermost layer of the earth. It is the center part of the earth. Okay, igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic are the three major types of rocks. How many major types are there? Three major types. What are the types of rocks? Igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Minerals are naturally occurring substance which has certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. Okay, so minerals are naturally occurring substance. Fossils are the remains of the dead plants and animals trapped in the layer of rocks. Okay, the radius of the earth is 6,371 kilometer and the crust forms only 0.5% of the earth. Okay, the deepest mine in the world is in South Africa. Where it is? In the South Africa. There are two types of igneous rock. They are intrusive and extrusive. Okay, they are intrusive, extrusive. Understand? Yes. Next, let's see the mind map. So under this lesson, inside or earth, you learnt about interior of the earth. The interior is crust, mantle, core, isn't it? Yes. Then minerals. You learnt about minerals and rock. What are the three types of rock? Igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. And then you learnt about rock cycle. Yes or no? Yes. So some glossary words are given. They are crust, mantle, rocks, sediments, and rock cycle. Okay. Next, let's see the very short answers. The uppermost layer of the earth's surface is called the dash. The answer, crust. The oceanic crust mainly consists of dash and dash, silica and magnesium. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth's crust is called rocks. They called rocks. The radius of the earth is dash kilometer. We saw that 6,371 kilometer. The deepest mine of the world is in which country? That is South Africa. Deccan Plateau is made up of dash rocks. They are basalt. Okay. Is the Earth is a dynamic planet? Yes, it is a dynamic planet. What temperature found at the core? The temperature of the core is 5000 degree. Sedimentary Latin word sedimentum meaning is dash. The meaning is settle down. The innermost layer is the core with a radius of about dash kilometer. The answer is 3500 kilometers. Core is made up of dash and dash. The answer is nickel and iron. Next, let's see the short answers. First, define rock cycle. The answer, the process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as rock recycle. Is it clear? Define fossil, which means the remains of dead planets and the animals beneath the layer of rocks are called fossils. Okay, so the remaining dead plants and the animals are called fossil. Okay, what is mantle? It is an intermediate layer lies between the crust and the core of the earth. Okay, its average thickness is about 22,900 kilometer and it is believed to consist of solid ultra basic rock. Solid ultra basic rocks and rich in iron and magnesium. It will be rich in iron and magnesium. Okay. Next, what do you know about the core? The answer, the innermost part of the earth is known as the core. The thickness of whole layer comprises the outer and the inner core is about 4671 kilometer. Okay, the outer core starts at the depth of 2900 kilometer and rich in iron and nickel. It rich in iron and nickel. Next, what is mineral? The answer, a mineral is a natural occurring substance having a definite chemical composition and physical properties. Okay. Give example of all the three major forms of rocks. The examples are first igneous rock, that is granite and basalt, metamorphic rocks, that is the marble, slate and graphite, sedimentary rock, limestone and sandstone. Okay. Define igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of hot and molten magma. All define sedimentary rock. They are the rocks formed the sediments, particles, grains or fragments derived from existing primary rocks. It is derived from existing primary rocks and these sediments are soft but in course of time they become hard and compact. They become hard and compact. Next, let's see the long answers. What is the source of knowing of the layered structure of the earth? That is, the layered structure of the earth has been known on the basis of variation in temperature, pressure, and the density of the material in the interior. Density of the material in the interior. The behavior in the earthquake shock waves traveling from the center of their origin in all direction. So it has been much helpful to this end. Next, let's see the next chapter, that is or changing earth. Under this chapter you learnt about the changing environment on earth and its effect. Case study on earthquake and major landforms. The major landforms are work of river, work of sea waves, and work of ice, work of wind. Isn't it? Yes. Next, let's see the point to remember. The Earth's crust consists of several large and small plates, okay, so which carry the continents and the ocean floor. Okay, there are three types of earthquake waves. They are longitudinal wave, transverse wave, and surface waves. Okay, seismography is the machine through which they can easily measure the earthquake, and the magnitude of the earthquake is measured in Richter scale. The highest waterfall is Angel Fall. It is in the South America. The landscape is being continuously worn away the two process. They are weathering and erosion. They are weathering and erosion, and the place where the moment of the earthquake starts is called focus. From the place where it start, from where the earthquake start is called focus, and the place on the earth's surface above the focus is called the epicenter. Understand? Yes. This mushroom rocks are found in the area desert region. So where we can see the mushroom rocks in the desert region. Okay, next let's see the mind map of this lesson. The lesson is or changing earth. Under this chapter you learned earth movements, Under earth movements, you learned about endogenic force, extrogenic force, isn't it? Yes. So in this endogenic force, you learned about volcano and earthquake. Under exogenic force, you learned about a work of a river, work of a sea, work of ice, and work of wind, isn't it? Yes. The glossary for this lesson is flood plains. Okay. Next, let's see the very short answers. The lithosphere is broken into number of plates known as dash. The answer, lithospheric plate. Okay. Dash is used to measure magnitude of earthquake. The answer, Richter scale. A dash is a vent in the earth crust through which molten materials erupts suddenly. A dash is a vent in the earth crust through which molten materials erupt suddenly. The answer, volcano. When the rivers begin to break up into a number of streams called dash, that is distributaries. That is distributaries. The depositional feature of a glacier is dash. The answer, moraine. The answer is moraine. Next, let's see the short answers. They are, what do you mean by lithospheric plates? The answer, the solid crust of the rocks forming the surface of the earth is known as lithosphere. The lithosphere is broken into a new number of plates. It's broken into number of plates. Okay, that these plates are known as lithospheric plates. Name the two types of tectonic movement. Name the two types of tectonic movement. The answer, vertical earth movement and horizontal earth movement are the two kinds of tectonic movement. Okay, what are volcanoes? The answer, a volcano is an opening in the earth's crust which allows hot molten rock, ash, and gases to escape from below the surface. Okay, what is an earthquake? The answer, when the lithosphere plates moves, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibration can travel all around the earth. These vibrations are called earthquake. Okay, these vibrations only called earthquake. So when the lithospheric plates, we learned about lithospheric plate, isn't it? So when it moves, the surface of the earth meets vibration. Okay, this vibration can travel throughout the earth. This is called earthquake. What are meanders? The answer, as the river entered the plains, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as meanders. Large bends known as meanders. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the side of the meanders, the ends of the meanders loop comes closer and closer. Is it clear, children? Yes. What do you mean by mushroom rocks? The answer, an active agent of erosion and deposition in the deserts is wind, isn't it? An active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert is wind. In desert, we can see rocks in the shape of mushroom, so commonly called as mushroom rocks. Okay, define loess. That is, when the grains of sand are very fine and light, the wind can carry it over very long distance. The wind can carry it to very long distance when such sand is deposited in large area. When such sand is deposited in large area, it is termed as loess. Okay, it is termed as loess. What is a delta? The answer, The river becomes so slow that uh, so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary form at its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouth forms a delta. So what is delta? A river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. So when it carry the load in particular place, it will which will start deposits. Okay, so each distributary forms its own mouth. Each distributary forms its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouth forms a delta. Okay, how are beaches formed? The erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms. The erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms, and this sea wave deposits sediments along the shores forming beach. Okay. Next, let's see the long answers. How man is also responsible for earthquake? The answer: officially, there is such an area of research devoted to man-made earthquake. So, did they devoted to man-made earthquake? That is, geologist and seismologist agrees that humans can include earthquake in the five major ways, such as fluid injection into the earth and fluid extraction from the earth, mining and nuclear testing, and through the construction of dams and reservoirs. In fact, there are official recorded instances of earthquake caused by human activity. Is it clear? Yes. Next, let's see the chapter Air. Under this lesson, Air, you learnt about composition of the atmosphere, weather and climate, structure of the atmosphere. So, under structure of the atmosphere, you learnt about troposphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, and thermosphere and exosphere. Isn't it? Yes. Next, let's see the points to remember. The first, nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. We learned nitrogen is the most plentiful gas in the air. Our atmosphere is divided into five layers. How many layers are there? Five layers. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Isn't it? Yes. Moisture in the air at any time known as humidity. Moisture in the air at any time known as humidity, and there are three types of rainfall. How many types of rainfall? Three types. They are the conventional, the orographic, and the cyclonic rainfall. The carbon dioxide released in the atmosphere created a greenhouse effect by trapping the heat. By trapping the heat, it appears the greenhouse effect. Okay, almost all the weather phenomena like rainfall, fog, and hailstorm occur in troposphere. Okay, then the stratosphere layer is almost free from clouds and associated weather phenomena, hence ideal for flying aeroplane. Then let's see the mind map. Under this lesson air, you learned about characteristics of air, weather and climate. In weather and climate, you learned about temperature, air pressure, winds, moisture, isn't it? Component of atmosphere, that is gases. Then structure of atmosphere. Under structure of atmosphere, you learned about troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere, isn't it? Yes, the glossary words for this lessons are weather, climate, atmosphere, global warming, and humidity. Next, let's see very short answers. That is your 1 mark. Green plants use dash to make their food. They use carbon dioxide. Which among the following sphere suitable for following aeroplane? That is stratosphere. It's burn up in this layer on entering from the space. The answer is mesosphere. The amount of dash decreases from the equator towards the pole. The answer temperature. Those wind which blow only during a particular period of the day or year in a small area is called dash. The answer is seasonal winds. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as dash. That is temperature. Next, let's see the short answers. Explain the term dynamic environment. The answer: the physical and biological elements in the environment are dynamic in nature, and changes take place slowly and suddenly in the nature of landform. Okay. So, in this dynamic environment, the physical and biological elements in the environment are called dynamic in nature, and in this, the changes take place slowly and suddenly in the nature of landforms. See, the next, atmosphere plays a dynamic role. How? How the atmosphere plays a dynamic role. Among the four major elements of environment, the atmosphere is most dynamic as changes take place in it, not only from one season to another but also over shorter period of few hours. Also shorter period of few hours. Okay, name the different layers of atmosphere. So what are the different layers of atmosphere? They are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Define insolation. Insolation is the incoming solar energy. It is the incoming solar energy and it intercepted by the earth, and the amount of insolation decreases from the equator towards the poles. It decreases from the equator towards the poles. Next, name the instrument which measures temperature. The answer: temperature is measured with the help of thermometer. Outdoor temperature is measured with the help of mercury thermometer. Okay, yes. Define wind. Moving air is called wind. Moving air is called wind. The wind always blows from high pressure to the low pressure. It always blows from high pressure to the low pressure. What is moisture? What is moisture? The answer is: this term referred to degree of moisture present in the air. There is a definite limit to the quantity of moisture that can be held by the air at a specific temperature. What do you mean by absolute humidity? Which means the total amount of water vapor that is contained in the air at the given temperature is known as absolute humidity. Next, let's see the long answers. Describe the composition of atmosphere. The answer is: the atmosphere consists of mixture of gases, isn't it? Yes, already we learned the mixture of gases makes the atmosphere, having a relatively uniform composition in the lower layer. In the lower layer, an average sample of pure dry air consists of nitrogen, that is 78 percentage, and the oxygen consists 21 percentage, and argon 0.9 percentage, and the other gases such as carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium and ozone are present in minute quantities. Okay, the lower layer of atmosphere also contains water vapor in variable quantities. Water vapor in variable quantities. Okay, next let's see the lesson water. Water cycle. Under this water you learnt about water cycle, distribution of water bodies, ocean circulation and ocean currents. Shall we move on to the points to remember? Yes, the major source of fresh water is the river, pond and springs and glaciers, isn't it? Yes, the three-fourth of the earth is covered with water. The three-fourth of the earth is covered with water. Waves are formed when gentle winds scraps across the ocean floor. It across the ocean floor. The area where a warm and cold current meet experiences foggy weather and making it difficult for navigation. See, we are celebrating World Water Day on 22nd of March. The area where warm and cold current meet provides the best fishing grounds of the world. Best fishing grounds of the world. During full moon days, the sun, the moon, and the earth lies in the same line. They lies in the same line, and Dead Sea is in Israel has salinity of 45%, 45 parts per thousand. Okay. Next, let's see the mind map. See, under the chapter water, you learnt about water cycle, ocean currents, that is major ocean currents, distribution of water bodies, distribution of water and ocean current circulation. Under this, you learnt about waves and the tides, isn't it? Yes. Next, let's see the very short answers. An artificial enclosure for keeping small house plants is called dash. An artificial enclosure of keeping small house plants is called terrarium. That is called terrarium. Dash is celebrated as World Water Day. 22nd March is celebrated as World Water Day. The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called tide. Dash is the southernmost point of India. Southernmost point of India is Indira Point. That is Indira Point. The process by which water continuously changes its form and circulates between ocean, atmosphere, and land is called water cycle. Okay, continuously it takes changes is called water cycle. Then salinity is the amount of salt. Salinity is the amount of salt in grams present in dash grams of water. The answer is 1000 grams of water. The dash of Earth's surface is covered by water. That is three-fourths of Earth's surface. Dash are formed when gentle wind scraps across the ocean surface. What will formed? That is waves. Rapid withdrawal of water from the coastal region gives the warning of dash, that is the tsunami. Let's see the short answers. Define salinity. The answer salinity is amount of salt in grams present in 1000 gram of water. The average salinity of the ocean is 35 part per thousand. Define vertical distribution of sea water. When surface water gets heated by sun, the water evaporates and increases the concentration of salts. The surface water become denser, skins and subsurface water rises up. The water rises up. So thus salinity of seawater causes vertical circulation. Seawater causes vertical circulation. What is ocean wave? What is ocean wave? The answer, when the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively, they are called waves. Okay. What is flood tide and ebb tide? Which means the rise of sea level is called the flood tide and fall is called the ebb tide. Re- Name the factors which are responsible for the movement of oceanic water. The answer, the factors are winds, temperature, attraction of moon and sun depending upon its distance. Next question, what is an ocean current? What is an ocean current? The answer is ocean currents or stream of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite direction. Is it clear? Let's see the long answers. Our unique planet Earth is covered by different categories of water. So give the distribution of water in percentage. The answer is, we all know that 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered by water. The water plays a major role on the earth's surface for the several of different modes of life. It plays an important role. The water is plays an important role of each and every one, and the earth surface for the several of different modes of life. The different categories of the water according to their catchment area are: ocean 97%, ice caps 0.0%, and groundwater 0.68%, and fresh water 0.009%. Inland seas and salt lakes are 0.009%, and atmosphere 0.0019%, and the river 0.0001%. Okay, this is the distribution of water in percent. Okay, children, we came to the end. We revised all the lessons which you learned so far. Okay, please make use of it and take a note. Take a notes from this video. Write all extra questions and your 1 marks from this video. Stay home, stay safe. Let me meet you in the next video. Thank you.